go to the document, copy this site URL. I am going to paste this one. I say I do not use the recurrent setting at all. It's all done. I'm going to paste this one. Tom, very excited. This is not done. Tom said that, hey Tom, you are not authorized to access this specific site. Sorry. Tom say, what should I do now? So which site the Tom has a permission? Site 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because only site 1, the Tom has a permission, not other site. I'm going to say delete. I say we do not need that. Thank you very much. Then I come and I say that not on security, on site 1. Yes, because Tom is the administrator of site 1, not HR site, not security site. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it means that, and who is the administrator of main administrator of site 1? It's a Don, D-O-N. Right? Site 1, we have added Tom as a contributor. Tom is not the main administrator, but as a contributor, Tom can access site 1. Tom cannot access HR site. This is fun. Tom cannot access HR site. So what does it mean now? It means that when I, as an administrator, I design my site hierarchy, I need to design how this site hierarchy is going to be work. How this site hierarchy is going to exactly work in a way where I want. It's freezing. It's going to freezing for me. So it means that when I go back, and let me disconnect and log into my SP admin, who is my top level administrator. I say I'm going to log in with MONIQUE/SP admin. AWSWORD 1, 2, 3, 4. And I click yes. So now SP admin is back, the main administrator of my site. And when the SP admin is going to see here, SP admin are able to see everything because SP admin is an administrator of root site. SP admin is an administrator of Sub-site also. SP admin is the administrator of sub-site within sub-site as well. So this is how we design a whole hierarchy. We can define who can access what within the same SharePoint site. Look at that. One user only able to see HR, another user only able to see site one, while another user able to see all three. So it depends upon site to site also. You can configure different security. Who can access what? Who cannot access. So it means that your site is a boundary. And within this boundary, you are going to define who can manage, who cannot manage. So maybe on a root site, someone might controlling at the top level. But at the child side, what is the best strategy? Best strategy is to hand over the security department head only. Hey HR, you know your HR team better. You know what HR team required to do with SharePoint. What kind of a document your team is going to store. I as an IT, I have no clue. So I am going to make you an administrator of this SharePoint site. And then I can give him or her 1 hour or 2 hour, a small training, how you can upload the document, how you can approve the document, how you can take the versioning of the document. This is a very small training we can give to this particular department user. And they able to perform the task much better because they understand their department. I and you, Monique, we do not understand other department because we belongs to an IT department. I have no clue how marketing department work. I have no clue what type of document generally my marketing department is going to use. So how I can review and approve? It's not possible. How I can go and delegate the permission? Because I do not know who is handling what responsibility within that team. For me, Monaco is a very best IT guy. But the problem is that I am a different department. I have no clue about you. Until and unless I do not have a clue about you, how I am going to justify my permission? Maybe I am going to block you. And you are the only person within team who is technical. So that is the reason why whenever we design hierarchy for any department, we are going to sit along with the department head. And then when we sit along with them, then only we define how this hierarchy going to work and how we are going to assign a different permission and a roles within that hierarchy. All right. Thank you. Feeling hungry? All right. So I'm driving back to my home. Let me first connect to my home. Just give me a sec. Log in now. Actually, I and my wife both are technical.
Yeah.
And that's a problem also, right? Sometimes we have a big fight. Just give me a sec. I first try to connect from my home, then I will disconnect. How is the vaccination situation there, Maniki?
What's that?
Vaccination?
Yeah, we have 3 different kinds. I think
Okay.
they're they're either recalling or
Oh,
something one of the Johnson and Johnson ones because it's giving people blood clots. So
mhm.
I don't know.
So you as a citizen, you have a right to decide which medicine you want, or it's decided by government.
I think it depends on where you go to get the vaccine. I think some places that are giving them out only have like 1 or 2 available, and then
Oh,
others you can like choose.
oh. Okay. I'm not sure, but here also the vaccination has started. So as of now, we have a 2 vaccine. I think that Pfizer is also, they are getting approval to launch in India.
Hmm.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I think the Pfizer one is the good one.
It's a good one, but I think it's a costly, right?
I think it's free for us in America.
For you, it's a free, but I think outside of USA, if I'm not wrong, it is going to charge somewhere around mm, maybe $100 approximately.
For each shot or both of them?
Yeah, no, for each shot.
Wow.
I think so. Still, I'm not very clear, but that is what I heard that if you want a Pfizer vaccine, then you have to sell out $100 per shots. Let's see if the government
Wow.
gives concession or something. I'm not sure. We are using the Oxford one, that is AstraZeneca.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let me check. Yes, I think. Yeah, I logged in. I logged in. All right. So let's connect in the next 45 to 50 minutes in the time I reach home.
All
Perfect.
right.
All
Safe
right.
travels home.
Thank you. I have a 3 red lights, so that is a problem. I don't know where get stuck at one red light.
What's that?
I said I get stuck at one of the red light.
Oh man.
So I called off at home and said I reset the clock. Look at that. It's almost middle of the night, but it's still heavy traffic.
Really?
Oh no. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's the middle of the night now. The people stop coming in a daylight, they are start coming in a night now. I think so. Let me to log in. I'm going with my SPVM. Let's take a remote. Yes. MONI as SP admin. All right. So let's understand what we did in a security exactly, and what this security is going to play an important role. So on a very top of the security hierarchy, we call them as SharePoint administrator. So what is the first one in the hierarchy? We call them as a SharePoint administrator. And what the SharePoint administrator is capable of, they can do any task and every task. Whatever, they can create site, they can create user, they can create sub-site, they can do everything here. So this basically come under the security of your overall SharePoint. You will see this a specific security configuration in a detailed chapter, but the first one is a SharePoint administrator. So in our case, who is a SharePoint administrator? It's a SP admin. SP admin is an SharePoint administrator. And after that, the second hierarchy is called web app administrator. So maybe in the second hierarchy, I may have a multiple web app or a web application. So maybe I have a web app 1, I may have a web app 2. So means I have a 2 website on which I run my SharePoint site. This is one, and here I have second one, which is called web application 2. Maybe for a web application one might be Tom. Tom is an administrator of web application 1, while Tim might be administrator of web application 2. Now within web application 1, I may have site collection 1, site collection 2. And again, in this way, might I have only one site collection. So within this, I have site collection 1, and I have a site collection 3. Now below that, the web application 2, I may have my site collection 1. Maybe this site collection 1, the administrator might be, I can say, on a queue. Now another site collection, the administrator might be, while this site collection, administrator might be HRD. So it means that everyone have a different permission altogether. Now within the site collection 1, I might have a site 1, site 2. We call it subsite. Here also I have a site collection 1, the site collection 2. Within that, I again have a different people who has permission. So maybe I have site 1. This is a site 1. This is a site 2. This site collection has only one site. This might have a site 1 and a site 2 as well. Now on subsite, I might have implemented a different permission level. So for an example, for a site 1, a user down is an administrator. For a site 2, maybe John is a site administrator. Now, once we see this hierarchy, what it is the first thing it is going to give me? That in a SharePoint, security is very clear-cut defined. Who can do what? And according to that, we can define who is going to be administrator or owner of respective site. The best practice says that make the department head owner of a specific site. Give him some small training and let them to manage their own site. Instead of we as an IT going to involve each and every process. It is still not end. Now within your site, you may have a different resources. Resources like a document management system, a document itself. All the resources which is going to be part of the site, that resource you can also define different permission. For an example, if resource is a document, we can assign a permission. For an example, if my resource is document, then the permission can be one user have a write permission, one user have a read permission. So I can give him a permission like read. I can give him a permission like contribute. So it means that SharePoint is going to give me all the ways to manage my security within SharePoint. And what is the best part? You say that by default, when you create a site within a SharePoint, or by default, when you create a web app within a SharePoint, whatever the permission we have on the top, it is going to inherit below. So let's say for an example, a user SP admin have the permission on top. Then when you create any another item below that, so let's say for an example, within SharePoint, I'm going to configure a web application. You will find that by default, it say that SharePoint admin have permission on this side. And when you create within the web app,